that what happened?
Yeah.
I was not watching that.
That was really close. That was such a close set. Nonetheless, though, Jagger was able to clutch it out. Now we got the other side, the great Gonzales versus Wishes. Well, he just wants us to, identify him as Justin. Like, he just doesn't approve of it,
I get
so
it.
we call him Justin. Nonetheless, though, Gon's going with this nest that, he was so known for back in Smash 4. And Wishes with this Pokemon trainer who's been, providing, good dividends for him.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's been really working this character harder than pretty much anybody else. I was casting top 8 at, what was the tournament? At the Forge, where this man in Winners Finals defeated Shoyo James and then lost to Shoyo James in the two resets. But this guy was pushing, like, this character just harder than pretty much anybody I've seen, like, in my local scene or even, like, the bigger tri-state area, you know, because he's just such a difficult character to play or really master because there's just, the whole gimmick of, like, Pokemon trainers that there are 3 characters in one.
Wow,
that down smash is gonna reach below the ledge barely. It wasn't a 2-frame because he didn't grab the ledge. I think he just was able to reach down below, and he's gonna try and switch Pokemon to be able to get out of it, and he does. Switching back to the Charizard, trying to get some more damage, pushing it to his advantage on his first stock.
Alright, man, nonetheless, though, man, Wish is able to get that first stock. Still looking relatively healthy, only about 60% Gon's gonna have to figure something out, man, without taking too much extra credit, man. If you had this type of deficit, you gotta make sure you keep yourself composed, because, the more percent you take, the harder it's gonna make for you to make this comeback, And I don't think Gon's is the type of player who wants to let that happen. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness.
That almost, sent him to the heavens right there with that up B. Such a crazy strong move that Ivysaur has, with a couple of moves that actually combo into it at that perfect 45 degree angle. Yes, that perfect 45-degree angle that Ivysaur is known for in getting it, but he's going to be switching to Charizard here, not only to live a little longer against this the Onslaught nest that is the great Gonzales' nest, but to also try and close out this stock himself, because Charizard, ever the big boy, not only lives longer than his other 2 fellow Pokemon trainer, Pokemon brethren, he also hits just a little bit harder with that back air. It's not going to matter how big of a boy you are. Ness's back air is just quite the strong move, able to finish out Wish's first stock here.
Oh my goodness.
Full stock above Gods right now. That almost killed off the side. Yo!
Oh my god! What an
Oh yeah, it's been real. It's been a good top 8.
Good time,
This has been a really nice top 8. I'm gonna go. I've been Nintunist. If you want, you can critique my commentary. Follow me at Nintunist.
You can follow me if you want, man. That's on you.
And you can follow Wishes if you're not already for that remarkable play against the great Gonzales off stage. The relentless aggression.
Like, what a response! Like an answer for just game 1. Like, he lost his stock. He's like, all right, I'm not gonna mess around with scoring. I'm gonna go Ivysaur. Instantly, right off the bat, got an up air. Followed up with another one. Chased him around, hit him back off stage. Got 2 dares to finish that game with a JV3. Absolutely amazing. And right now, Gon's gonna go straight. Gonna just put this nest away and gonna go to the character he's been working on relatively new. This Palutena. He's been playing it a lot these past few weeks. It's definitely, gotten some good wins. Still, good results and whatnot.
Yeah, his Palutena already definitely is. It's relatively new, but like when you're a Smasher as experienced as the great Gonzales is playing like a character who most consider to be top tier, some would say high tier, whatever. That's a different debate. As Palutena, you definitely are going to be able to pick up the wonderful tools that this character has and get some pretty solid results with it. Gons, of course, still in the winner's side, playing through many of the matches with this character. I believe he actually defeated Fruit in bracket today.
He did.
It might have been 2-0 or 2-1, and she is considered one of the forefront Palutenas of Tri-State. Reaching the goddess status in the Palutena Discord as well, and that's no easy feat. So, Gons' Palutena, point is, it's nothing to sleep on. Exactly. It's still really good, but I mean, was it going to be as good as Wish's Pokemon trainer? I don't know. We'll have to see that, because both these guys already both doing a lot better in this match, both sitting pretty on their first stocks right now. Gons doing a lot better.
Yeah, man, Castle with the explosive frame gonna send him up in the air. Unfortunately, cannot keep him there, gain some extra percentages, finds himself off stage, and now Wishes gonna switch to this Charizard. Probably looking to get a throw kill. This up throw on the platform, definitely gonna seal the deal. Yup. The instant switch to Squirtle just to get the early percentage combos now that Gonz is on his first 2 stock. But, nonetheless, this character, it's still doing good. Granted, Wishes did take the first stock. I don't think Gonz will let this get to him and whatnot. He still has a whole extra stock to work with. Just a bunch of time for him to, adapt to this. Pokemon trainer that, Wishes is completely just demolishing him and whatnot, especially the way we saw game 1. And right now, man, damn, Gonz is just finding some trouble, getting back on stage. Wishes not giving him the time of day. Ooh, what an answer.
Back air is finally going to be able to do it right there. It's really a testament to Wishes' just skill as a player, because like I said with Pokemon Trainer, That's 3 characters you really need to know how to play, and not just know how to play, know what situations you should be using which Pokemon in, as you saw him switching to Charizard to be able to get that up-throw kill on the platform, knowing it was going to kill specifically on the platform there. But on the part of the great Gonzales, it's just as difficult as well. You have three characters you need to know the matchups to, 3 characters you need to be able to fight, you know, to adapt to in just every situation as well. And one of Pokemon Trainer's biggest buffs in this game from Brawl to eventually Ultimate, as they, you know, they obviously did skip a game in Smash 4, is that they switch so fast.
Yes.
So much faster than they used to in the old game. And I mean, they were invalidated in Brawl because of Meta Knight, but this ain't Brawl, you know, there ain't no Brawl Meta Knight here. The switch on the down B not only is just an amazing mix-up, it allows Pokemon Trainer to be able to get out of combos relatively easily.
Yeah, it's a frame 1 input, man.
Yeah, it's a frame 1 input. I don't know how much that's really going to matter against Palutena, because even with those Nair strings, I feel like, especially with the recent buffs to that move, actually.
True.
Yeah, especially with the recent buffs, they did make Palutena's Nair just a little bit faster and a little bit, gives the recipient of the Nairs a little bit less time to be able to react, as that up throw on the platform once again is going to be able to take the stock. So I don't know if, I actually don't even know if Pokemon Trainer will be able to down B out of that. But thing is, though, he's not even really being put in any of those situations where he really needs to have to do that, because Wishes is just still forcing his advantage on the great Gonzales very solidly, still sitting pretty on his second stock right here, just like he was in the first game. And Gonz already back down to his last one, just trying to find some way to close out this stock right now. He's getting a little explosive flame heavy, but the down throw fair on the platform will fulfill that
And you know,
last stop.
and this character switch to Palutena, you know, it's definitely, you know, working well. You know, you saw before game 1, he kind of got mollywopped.
Yeah.
You know, like, for lack of words, he got bodied.
Yeah.
But, you know, this Palutena, you know, we got a last stock situation right now. And, you know, I don't think Wishes was entirely prepared for this. I mean, he does have the matchup experience. He's played, you know, Utopian Array a few times. He has played Gen as well, you know, both relatives from New York and whatnot. And so he definitely has the experience, but Gonz, you know, still making good work of it, you know, keeping this pretty close. Last stock right now, granted, he is at a percent deficit, you know, but Palutena not the one to really lack the tools necessary to bring this deficit right back.
It's a little interesting, though, because depending on the type of Palutena you play, I think a lot of Palutenas they don't consider Smashville a bad stage. She doesn't really have too many bad stages, in my opinion, except for, you know, probably Unova, in which case, you know, it really messes up her teleport recovery. But Smashville is the one of,
Oh my god,
smash.
I think that shield poked it. Yeah, I think
Might have.
like the surprise face of Gon too. I don't think he was literally holding shield. I don't think he let go. That literally clipped her toe, man.
Yeah, that up smash reaching and hitting Palutena's one pantyhose on just her left leg.
Hey, man.
Or it might be her right leg. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention. But
That was a Victoria's Secret model.
yeah, but it definitely is going to reach through the platform right there. And I think it definitely poked his shield as well. The shield was just neutral, and I think it might have poked just through the very bottom of it, where her leg might have just been exposed just a little bit through the shield right there. Really good stuff to Wishes for able to close out that second game right there, going up 2-0 against the great Gonzales. But we are running it back to Smashville. And as I was saying before, I think it's a relatively interesting pick for the great Gonzales to really want to go here. I mean, this is I don't think it is in terms of blast zones. I think it's Unova's blast zones might be smaller than Smashville's, but in terms of the space that we have, Smashville is one of the smallest stages that we currently play on in the current legal rule set.
Which is kind of weird too, because before it wasn't like that. And the same thing with Town and City. Like Town and City had like one of the shortest blast zones. Now in this game, it has probably the largest.
Yeah.
But at this point though, I think it's just more of a comfort thing. You know, like you can't really counterpick Pokemon Trainer to a specific stage that does not work in their favor. So I think it's just whatever Gonz is gonna feel more comfortable with, and Smashville is looking like that pick.
Not sure so much if it's really a matter of counterpicking the Pokemon Trainer here, though more so Gonz potentially counterpicking himself. I mean, it depends on how you play Palutena, because you can play her like a little bit of a zoner with the Explosive Flame and the Neutral B if your opponent doesn't know how to deal with that move, but Wishes definitely does. And in terms of that, it's going to be a little harder for him to try and widen the gap against the Pokemon Trainer right here and just get those Explosive Flames and those Neutral Bs to try and really keep him at bay when he has to. I feel like Gonz would be able to do that a lot. I feel like he'd have a lot easier time on just a very slightly larger stage at the very least. But like you said, I might just be talking out of my my buns right now. This is this might very well just be a comfort pick for the great Gonzales right here. So far, I mean, it's not working out too poorly for him, but Wishes just still slightly getting the upper hand. But that up air, gonna catch the Flare Blitz right there off the side B, gonna quickly get that up air. And Gonz, I was just going to say, going up a stock for the first time in this set, immediately taken back from him.
That was literally the first time he's ever had to lead it against Wishes this entire set. Right now, he's still maintaining it, gets another grab combo. Ooh, misses the forwarder. Nonetheless, Wishes still finds himself off stage, regains stage control. Ooh, what a response. Double up air. Pretty much bring this back to dead even. And right now, Gonz with a back counter Gonna take some extra damage, and Wishes right now is just playing his game all over again. Literally just being all over Gonz. You know, at this point, you know, he does get a little flustered. You know, you see him do bad options, like, you know, that bad dash attack where Wishes was already holding shield. He kind of just gave that to him.
Yeah, Wishes is doing a really good job forcing his advantage right
jump
there.
catch.
Oh, not even just forcing his advantage. He's finding these stocks when he has to as well. And it's not even like Wishes is really playing too much of the patient game against the great Gonzales right now. I mean, he's you know, playing advantage. He's playing in his advantage smart enough to the point where, like, if he knows that Gonz is going to dash attack or something like that, he'll just wait and shield. But he's piling on that aggression when he has to with those up airs. You know, the Ivysaur's up air being probably one of the best up airs in the game, you know, in terms of damage and in just raw hitbox as well. But even he's not like playing like lame at his advantage or anything, trying to just constantly force Gonz to approach. He's just really reading him at pretty much every step of the way, and even being a little aggressive to finish out the stocks when he has to, as you saw with that 45-degree angle up B we saw before. Like, look, what are you doing off the? What are you doing there?
Oh my God!
What are you doing there? But he's making it work. He's just hanging around off stage right there, just pressing so many buttons against the great Gonzales, who is one of the premier Nest mains in the world. You know, he's not the kind of person you really think I can push buttons against this guy. But
that was kind of wild, man. He literally chased him all the way, literally chased him all the way out there.